Connie. I'm really glad you came in today. We have a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm going to ask you some basic questions, and then we're going to get on to know why you came into counseling today. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So where are you currently living?
I live out in Bonita.
And who do you live with?
I live with my boyfriend.
Anyone else live in the house?
No.
No dogs, pets?
We have a couple dogs.
What kind of dogs do you have?
They're Dorkies.
They're Dorkies?
They're a Yorkie Dachshund mix.
Oh my goodness, that sounds adorable. I have a Dachshund myself. So are you employed?
I am.
Where are you working at?
I teach.
You teach?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you teach at?
I teach at Riverfront.
Riverfront. Is that what grade level?
It's high school and college.
High school, college. And how long have you been working there for?
Only for a couple months.
Couple of months? And what does your boyfriend do?
He is a bartender one night a week.
Bartender. What bar does he work at?
At the Keg.
Where is that?
Out towards Bonita, West Eugene.
West Eugene. Okay, so tell me about your siblings, your parents.
I have a brother and older brother, a couple years older, and then my mother's still living. My father's deceased.
And where does your mother live?
She lives with my brother.
And where do they live then?
They actually live next door.
Next door. So you guys all kind of live relatively close, or is it like a lot of acreage? Because I know some plots
It's pretty close.
in Eugene have, or Bonita have like, you know, you'll
We
have
only
4 or
have a
5
couple acres
Only
apiece.
a couple acres.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you consider to be your major support network around you?
My boyfriend and my mother.
So you're not very close to your brother?
Nah, never see him.
Never see him? That's kind of sad.
Well, I see him like when he's out mowing the lawn, but I don't talk to him very often.
Yeah. I know how that can go with siblings. So what kind of things do you like to do outside of work? Like, what do you do for fun?
I like to garden.
Gardening? What else do you like to do?
And it seems like we're always repainting the room in the house or something like that.
Do you like working on the house?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be really fun. Remember when I was a kid, I helped build our garage.
My father was a carpenter, so
Oh,
grew
very
up doing that
nice.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and my dad was an electrician. So we grew up having to know how to do all that kind of stuff. Because he was like, you must know how to find the electric box if the power goes out. Because if I called him, he'd be like, no, find it yourself. So I bet you probably had the same things with my table's broken. We'll fix it yourself.
Yeah.
It happens. All right, so some of these questions are going to get a little more personal.
Okay.
They might be a little bit harder for you to answer, but I want you to just do your best and know that you're in a safe environment. So what you say will be dealt with the best way you possibly can. So have you ever had any thoughts of hurting yourself?
No.
No? How about hurting others?
No.
Okay. Do you have any substance abuse history? So did you...
No.
No drugs? What about alcohol?
I don't drink once in a while, but
Is it just socially with
Yeah.
like your girlfriends? Or at home with your boyfriend, have a glass of wine at dinner? What about criminal history?
I don't have a criminal history.
Do you have any court cases going on or speeding tickets you're trying to get paid off?
No.
No, that's good. You don't look like the kind of person who's going to speed. What about traumatic events, or is there anything in your past that's kind of like really damaging, or that you get worked up over? Or...
No.
No? All right. Have you ever gone to counseling before?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever been hospitalized for any psychiatric reasons?
No.
Okay. What about your family? Is there any mental health history in your family?
Well, my mom's pretty depressed, but that was just, since Dad's passed.
Mm-hmm.
So she just takes an antidepressant. It helps a little bit.
Well, that's good that she's seeking help for that. What about any medications? Are you on any medications?
I just take Requips for restless legs.
Do you multivitamins or anything over the counter?
No, Tylenol once in a while.
So just over the counter's basics. Yeah. Okay. So now I want to hear why you came in today. I'm really interested to see what brought you to counseling.
Well, my boyfriend's been complaining because I won't go to the store with him. It just, we'll, get in the car to go, and we get there, it's like I can't make myself go in.
Are you feeling scared to go into the store?
I wouldn't exactly say it was scared, but that's what it has to be.
Are you do you get nervous as you
I guess
drive
so.
up? Does it get worse as you're getting to? Does it? I mean, does it? I know you get nervous probably in the car when you start leaving to go to the store.
I don't really until we get there.
So you get there, and then it's just kind of like,
because it's like,
oh my goodness.
If we go out to dinner or something like that, I have no problem. But it's just like, especially like Walmart, it's just I don't want to go in there.
And do you notice that it's better if you are in smaller groups? If like the store's less crowded, or is it worse if the store's more crowded?
I don't really notice that. I just know it's easier to go in like with my mom or with my boyfriend as opposed to by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually go by myself unless I, absolutely have to.
When did you say that this all started?
It's been a few months now, maybe even 6 months.
And was there something that happened like in a store? I mean, did you
Not
get
that
like hit by a shopping cart?
No,
or did, like,
no, nothing happened at the store, and you hear like, shootings at McDonald's or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't, and I thought maybe it was something like that, but I haven't heard anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know why it started.
Now, do you get more nervous if there's strangers that are like within close proximity of you? So like if someone,
there's always some.
well, yeah.
So,
but do you feel if you're in the store, do you feel better if it's you and your boyfriend or you and your mother in an aisle with no one, or
maybe
do you
a
still?
little.
So it's better when there aren't strangers around.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Some strangers make it worse. Okay. That's understandable. Sometimes you can get a little
There's some weird people in there
anxious.
sometimes.
There are. I've seen those websites, People of Walmart. There's some interesting ones. Have you noticed anything that's helped made it better?
No,
Other than just bringing your boyfriend with you?
not really.
No, is there things that make it worse?
No.
Nothing makes it worse. I mean, do you know it's like maybe a time of the day that when you come home from after you've been at work and you're kind of stressed out or you're tired?
Maybe when I'm more tired, I might, yeah.
Okay. So do you remember yourself feeling this way about stores when you were younger?
No.
No, so it's just kind of all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was really kind of all of a sudden. It's like I didn't notice it, and all of a sudden I did notice. Like, I don't want to go in there.
And is it particular stores or just all types of
I
stores?
tell you, Walmart's worse.
Uh-huh.
But, sometimes Target too, places like that.
Does it happen when you go to the mall and it's like a shopping center?
No, definitely the mall.
So it's worse at the mall?
Not worse than Walmart, but...
Okay. So what made you decide to come in to help seek an answer to this issue?
Well, my boyfriend just was, talking to me about it and thought, we need to see what's going on and get over it.
Mm-hmm. So he just kind of thinks you need to get over it?
Well, not in a mean way.
No.
Just, he wants to see me not feel that way.
He's very supportive?
Yeah.
That's good. Does he try, if you start feeling anxious or worried in the store, does he try to help calm you down? Or does he
he'll
just
put his arm around me or something like
so
that.
he helps kind of soothe your feelings and bring you down from that elevated state. So if you had to put this feeling you get on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, you're perfectly fine, going to the store is no big deal, and 10 being, I would rather be anywhere else in the world right now than in the store. On average, what would you say?
At least to 8.
An 8. So it's been hard for you to go to the stores, even just to run in and pick up simple things.
Yeah, most of the time I send him when I'm at work, so I don't have to deal with it.
So you try to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Have you talked to your mom about this issue?
Not really. She's getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but she does go to the store with you.
yeah.
And you feel better if she's there.
I do. Although when she's there, and maybe it's because I feel more protective because sometimes she gets turned around and can't remember which way to go and, things like that.
So you have something else to focus on
Mm-hmm.
inside of the store compared to what you're feeling. You're like, oh, mom's here, gotta take care of her. But when it's you and your boyfriend, maybe you feel a little less like you have to take care of the situation. You can, kind of let your feelings show more with him.
Yeah, I think so.
So how would you say the people around you are handling this situation?
For the most part, they're fine. Like I said, you know, my boyfriend's just concerned, doesn't like to see me that way. You know, it's easier for me to stop somewhere on my way home from work than for him to drive into town to pick something up. But some days I just can't quite do it.
What about the girls at work? Do you ever have to, like, stop at a store with them, or do you talk about
No.
any of these issues with them? Is there any conflict between work and this issue? Because, I mean, if you're teaching, you might have to go pick up supplies, or if you have to go...
Actually, I usually just give a list and I get them picked up for me, so...
You kind of pass off the...
I do, yeah.
No, that makes sense,
nice.
because if it, you know, it keeps you less stressed in the work environment.
Yeah.
So it's not quite affecting you at work.
No, I would say it wasn't really.
But just a little bit if there was no one else to go get the supplies, that
Then I would have to.
you'd have to go get them, which would make you a little uncomfortable. Okay. So is there anything else going on other than just this?
Not that I know of.
Are you feeling sad recently? Have you, had any weight changes that have been a little more extreme than normal? No loss in your favorite things to do? Still completely content with all your gardening?
Yeah, like I said, I've changed jobs not too long ago, but this had started before I changed jobs.
It started before you changed jobs. And what was your job before this?
I was teaching at a private college.
You were teaching. So you stayed in the same job field, just went from different grade.
Different clients.
Kind of different grade levels.
Yeah.
Or clients. That's a good way to put it. Sometimes you feel
Or
like
children, I call them, even if they're older than me.
I know how that goes. All right. Well, I'm going to look through all of this, and I'm going to make up a treatment plan for you. Is there anything specific that you would like to work on? I mean, do you want to just kind of like go full throttle into this? Do you want to maybe see if there's like a little, baby steps? How are you most comfortable with this?
I don't know, kind of whatever you suggest, probably.
All right, so I'll make some suggestions, and then we can go from what's most comfortable. If something is not comfortable for you, go ahead and just let me know, and we'll be able to take a step back and reevaluate what's going on. So is there any, like, one specific thing you want to start working with first? No?
No.
You just kind of want to be able to get over being able to go to, like, Walmart.
Right.
So I think we should maybe make a list of what stores you feel most comfortable in and get you to be, like, completely comfortable, and maybe work on Walmart last, because Walmart seems to be the big...
Walmart or like a big mall.
Or a big mall.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe starting with, like, if Target is better for you, maybe start with looking at Target and what about that makes you comfortable?
Sure.
All right. So let me get all this taken care of, and I will make an appointment to see you next week, and we will start in on how to address these issues.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.